Welcome to Nature's Narrator. Today, we journey into one of the last great frontiers of our planet, the deep ocean, a world that covers more than 70% of Earth, yet remains more mysterious than outer space. This is Secrets of the Deep, Life Beneath the Waves. As we slip beneath the waves, a new world opens before us. At first, the sunlight dances all around, filling the water with color and life. But every meter we descend, the light grows weaker and shadows begin to claim the ocean. Visuals. Divers descend deeper. Schools of fish scatter as the light dims. Studio microphone narrator. Within just 200 meters, the sun's reach fades away, almost entirely. Below lies the twilight zone, a realm where darkness begins its eternal reign. Here, temperatures fall, the water thickens with pressure, and survival demands extraordinary adaptations. Visuals. The screen darkens gradually. Faint outlines of strange creatures drift through the gloom. Studio microphone narrator. It is in this mysterious twilight that life must learn to glow, to hide, and to hunt in ways unlike anywhere else on Earth. In the twilight zone, life has mastered the art of light. Tiny lanternfish, numbering in the billions, flicker with intricate patterns, signals of survival in the dark. Together, they form shimmering rivers of silver that stretch across the vast ocean, one of the greatest migrations on Earth. Delicate jellyfish pulse softly, their transparent bodies glowing with bioluminescence. They drift like living lanterns, caught in the gentle embrace of the currents. And then the hunters emerge, agile squids, flashing sudden bursts of light. For them, bioluminescence is not just a shield, but a language, a way to confuse rivals, to signal mates, and to lure unsuspecting prey into striking distance. Here, in the half-light of the ocean, survival is written in pulses of blue, green, and silver. Beyond 1,000 meters lies a realm of eternal night, the midnight zone. No sunlight has ever touched these waters. Here, pressure is immense, the cold is biting, and survival requires extraordinary design. One of the most haunting hunters of this abyss is the anglerfish. With a glowing lure of bioluminescent bacteria dangling from its head, it deceives curious prey, drawing them close before snapping its jaws shut in an instant. Its teeth curve inward, ensuring that once caught, nothing escapes. Visuals. Anglerfish closes jaws. Transition to a gulper eel, drifting. Another phantom of the deep, the gulper eel, glides silently through the void. With its vast, expandable mouth, it can engulf prey nearly its own size. Its strategy is simple: conserve energy, wait patiently, and strike when opportunity drifts by. In this endless night, every movement counts. Every flicker of light, every sudden motion could mean survival or the end. In the dark heart of the ocean, legends are born. Few are as mysterious as the giant squid. Stretching over 12 meters long, with eyes the size of dinner plates, it is perfectly adapted to see in near total darkness. Its tentacles, armed with powerful suckers, can seize prey with unrelenting force. Visuals. Tentacles curling, camera pans to reveal the immense eye of the squid. Studio microphone narrator. But even this elusive creature has a rival, one of the ocean's greatest hunters, the sperm whale. These giants, weighing up to 50 tons, dive over 2 kilometers in search of prey. With each descent, they enter the squid's shadowy world. Visuals. A sperm whale dives deeper. Sonar clicks echo through the water. Studio microphone narrator. When squid and whale collide, the clash is monumental. Tentacles versus power, speed against endurance. Though rarely seen by human eyes, the scars etched on the heads of sperm whales tell the story of these hidden battles, struggles that have inspired sailors' tales of sea monsters for centuries. Amidst the cold and crushing pressure, there are places where fire meets water. Along tectonic ridges, hydrothermal vents release scalding, mineral-rich fluids into the ocean. Here, where no sunlight penetrates, life thrives on a power source far older than the sun: chemistry. Visuals. Colonies of giant tube worms sway gently, their blood-red plumes absorbing nutrients. Shrimp and crabs scuttle across the rocks. Studio microphone narrator. Towering tube worms grow in dense clusters, stretching nearly 2 meters tall, with no eyes and no mouths. Instead, they rely on symbiotic bacteria living inside their bodies, bacteria that turn toxic chemicals into life-giving energy. Ghostly white shrimp swarm in the thousands, feeding on microbial mats. Strange crabs, hardened by heat and pressure, patrol these alien landscapes. Visuals. Close-up of vent life, glowing plumes rising against the black background. Studio microphone narrator. These hydrothermal vents are oases in a barren wilderness, showing us that life does not always need light to survive. Here, in the most unlikely of places, nature has written its own extraordinary story of resilience. Amidst the darkness, beauty flourishes in fragile forms. Deep-sea corals, some more than 4,000 years old, build intricate structures that provide shelter for fish and countless other creatures. These silent forests grow slowly, centimeter by centimeter, century after century, forming one of the ocean's oldest living treasures. Visuals transition to footage of nets dragging across the seafloor. A plastic bag floats down into the abyss. Studio microphone narrator. But even here, human influence is unavoidable. Trawling nets crush centuries-old coral in minutes. Plastic waste, carried from the surface, drifts down into the ocean's deepest trenches, where it may remain for hundreds of years. The deep sea, once thought untouchable, is now within reach of human exploitation through mining, drilling, and careless pollution. Visuals. A lonely fish swims past scattered debris on the seafloor. Studio microphone narrator. These ancient ecosystems are fragile treasures, and once destroyed, they may never return. Protecting them is not just an act of conservation, it is a responsibility to preserve what we have barely begun to understand. Despite centuries of exploration, more than 80% of the ocean remains untouched, unseen, unexplored. With every descent, scientists uncover worlds stranger than imagination and creatures more alien than fiction. Visuals. A glowing siphonophore stretches across the screen, longer than a blue whale. Studio microphone narrator. Here drifts the siphonophore, a colony of organisms so perfectly connected, it moves as one living ribbon, stretching longer than a blue whale. A single creature, yet many glowing softly in the darkness. Visuals. A delicate, transparent sea angel flutters gracefully through the water. Studio microphone narrator. And here, the sea angel, tiny, fragile, and almost ghost-like, flutters through the deep with wings of glass. Each new journey into the abyss reveals discoveries beyond our imagination, reminders that our own planet still holds secrets waiting to be uncovered. The deep ocean is a realm of mystery, survival, and beauty beyond imagination. It reminds us of the vastness of our planet and of how little we truly know. Hidden in its darkness are creatures that bend the rules of life, ecosystems that thrive without sunlight, and battles that unfold in silence. Yet this fragile world is not beyond our reach or our responsibility. Visuals. The surface of the sea glows in the final light of sunset. Studio microphone narrator. Protecting the deep is not just about saving the unknown, it is about safeguarding the heartbeat of our blue planet. You've been watching Nature's Narrator. Join us again as we continue to uncover the hidden stories of our world. Until then, keep exploring and keep wondering.